Sam Jatta George. Sam Jatta George. Sam Jatta George. Chairman, how many times did I mention your name? 1, 2, 3 times. Are you the communication minister? Are you the Iyoko boss or the cyber fraud department director? Which of these positions did John Drum Mahama give to you? Yay. I beg, take the microphone and answer the question. Because I do not understand why you are all over the place. You need to sit down and do what your responsibilities are. That is what you've been paid to do. Do the communication job. Why are you all over the place talking about a lot of things which do not concern you? It does not concern you. Then go and take the presidency and also do the work of the president. You are all over the place talking about the fact that you went to do a raid and then you went to arrest some Nigerians who were defrauding some people in Ghana and they're using the name of Ghana. Some. Is this your first time hearing that Ghanaians have been on the internet asking you people, the politicians, to look in between times why Nigerians have raided our country and using our document to defraud people? Haven't the Ghanaians been complaining? Have you not told the media houses not to talk about it? Have the citizens not been complaining? How many months and years do you want us to come on the street and come on the internet and complain to you? You are the communication minister. You get all the data in your office. You go through the internet, you go through Facebook, you go through TikTok, you go through Instagram, you go through X, you see all these videos, but you do not care. You catch one abutreka and then because of that, you come on the internet and you are carrying all the glory. You catch some 32 Nigerians doing cyber fraud. How many of these guys are in the country? There are tens and thousands of people. There are tons of these people in Ghana doing all these things because the government, both MPP and NDC, they made the borders very porous, especially NDC. You guys made the border very porous. Ghanaians have been asking you to close the borders. Do that sanity. Sanitize the system. Now you are there telling us that, and I just watch the video.
Our country's image and reputation. One of the individuals who we picked up recently, about 3 weeks ago, is a Nigerian who defrauded an elderly, a romance scam artist, and it was flagged as a Ghanaian operation. But when we took the information and did surveillance and identified the individual and arrested the person, turned out it wasn't a Ghanaian, it was a Nigerian who was doing this in Ghana. But what happens is Ghana gets flagged for it. And so it's important that we clean our system. We're not going after people who are doing legitimate work. No. We're going after people who are giving us a bad image. One bad nut will spoil the entire soup, and we'll take that bad nut out.
No, but beyond Abutrika, are we expecting more such arrests in the coming days?
There are several operations underway. We are working on several operations, and we're confident that we did the first 4, that was public. We've done in between that and now we've done a number of them. And let me just make the point clear. The Cybersecurity Authority is not just going after only requests from the FBI. We've arrested, this year alone, we've arrested over 300 people involved in collaboration with the police CID who've been involved in mobile money fraud. Yeah, so it's not just the FBI. So people think that we're just going after the high-profile ones. Over 300 people. In fact, in one bust alone, we saved 425 people who were being human trafficked here in Ghana. They had been brought in from the rest of Africa by Chinese and Nigerian operators, locked up in a house in Dodowa, and they were being made to do cyber fraud against their will. Right here in this constituency, in Committee 25, we did a bust. We arrested 135 Nigerians. So we are doing operations. This year alone, mobile money fraud, we went after people as far as Anlonga. We busted a big syndicate in Anlonga about 4 months ago. Arrested the leader of the gang and 7 other members of his gang. They've been responsible for several impersonations of ministers and MPs. So it's not just the FBI. We're working. we do our work very quietly but very efficiently. And let me commend the team at the Cybersecurity Authority for the work they're doing, and say a very big thank you to the Police CID Director General, to our friends and sisters, colleagues at the NIB, at NACOC, and at Signals Bureau for working closely with us to execute these operations.
Now, after this, you come in and make some weird argument that people are asking you to allow PayPal to come into the country to monetize TikTok and here and there. Chairman, see, stop that thing you do. Why are you obsessed about TikTok? Why? Why are you really obsessed about TikTok? Especially TikTok. People are doing content. They are doing legit content. They want monetization. And you are the Minister of Communication. Who should they go and ask? Let the Yoko do their job. Also concentrate of bringing PayPal into the system.
So I've seen a number of comments on social media saying that this is not what we voted for you for. You're going after the fraud boys. Leave them alone. You're not creating jobs. But those same people are asking me to get PayPal to monetize. Those same people are asking me to get TikTok to monetize and Meta to monetize. Well, they will blacklist Ghana so long as there's fraud happening in Ghana. The reason why PayPal left Ghana is because of fraud. And so if you have a few people depriving the majority of people who are doing legitimate work on social media, content creators, the reason you can't monetize and get value for your craft is because a few people have chosen to give Ghana a bad name. We will take action. And let this be clear. This action of clamping down on cyber fraud didn't start today. The FBI did not make the request today. Those requests were pending before I became minister. But in the past, people were leaking the information to the targets and helping them evade arrest. I made a commitment when I became minister that anything that we will do to clean up the image of Ghana internationally, we will. Because as we clamp down on cybercrime, it makes our case stronger as we talk to the platforms to monetize and say that, look, Ghana is a peaceful destination, it's a safe haven, and that illicit flows will not come through here. The excuse and argument that there are no jobs, then should we say that then we shouldn't arrest armed robbers as well? Because everybody will have a reason for crime.
The fraudsters who are in Ghana, they've been in Ghana for a long time and we have asked you to sanitize. Both of you don't care. All of you don't care. You do not care. The monetization action is important because the youth who your government have failed to employ, they have used the social media as a means to make money, good content and get money. So do your job and stop praising people for their job done. Do your job. You know, you get all your information from TikTok. Look at the number of times police have been able to go and do an arrest because of videos they've seen on TikTok. The people who went to take the video for the police officers to see, they should get paid. They should get paid for the work that they've done. Every job done under this, it needs to be paid for. So if you are using people's content to arrest people, then those people whose content you saw and used it as an information to go and make that arrest, they need to be paid for. So if you are not paying them directly, you need to pay them indirectly. The indirectly is by asking PayPal to come down and help, asking TikTok to create monetization for people in Ghana. You think that because TikTok is giving an avenue for the youth to expose the rot in the government, so you don't want, I will not let TikTok come and monetize Ghanaians until we have cleared all the Game Boys. Who allowed the Game Boys into the country? It's you, the government. You allowed these Game Boys in the country, and they've come here in their numbers, tens and thousands of them in their numbers. So until you do the job which you created, the mess which you created, until you clear it up, then you should not eat. Hey, Charlie, you guys, everything you go blame it on the youth. Oh. Every mess, every calamity, you go blame it on the youth. Meanwhile, it's your own fault. Charlie, let me hear your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. And Niyama, I'm out.